Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make Ube Crinkles or Yam Crinkles. For these crinkles, I have purple yam that is dehydrated. We're gonna rehydrate it by using half a cup of fresh milk, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of coconut cream, and I'm gonna be using half a cup of the purple yam powder. Again, like what I said, you can use different variation of the yam or taro. So to rehydrate this, we're just gonna combine all the ingredients. That's half a cup of the purple yam or ube powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, that's 3/4 cup of coconut cream or coconut milk, and then the milk. Then we're gonna move on to the stove with the heat setting at the lowest. So we just kind of mix this and just let it boil and cook down until it thickens and most of the liquid is gone. I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. The liquid ingredients is almost gone. You know that it's there when you see that the bottom of the pan is being coated by the ube or the purple yam or taro. And see how like when I mix it, it's coming all together. So now I just gonna turn off the heat and let this cool down completely. Now we're gonna move on to the ingredients for the crinkles. We have 1.5 teaspoon of ube flavorings. You can get this at any Asian supermarket or Filipino supermarket. It's called McCormick. Then this one is optional. If you want your crinkles to be vibrant, this is violet food coloring. We need 1 egg, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar or granulated sugar, half a cup of butter, half a cup of the purple yam, taro, or ube that we made just now, and then 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay, first thing we need to do is to combine all the dry ingredients, which is the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Then give it a good mix using a whisk. You can sift this if you like. Now, once we're done mixing this, we will set this aside. Okay, first step is to beat the butter. Then add the sugar. both white and the brown sugar. You can use all white sugar, but the brown sugar makes the crinkles chewy. So use brown sugar as well. So now we're just gonna continue to beat this until everything is well incorporated and the mixture is light and fluffy. So now that the butter and sugar mixture is light and fluffy, we can now then add the egg. Then beat this again until everything is well combined. Just like so. And now we're gonna add the ube flavoring, which is 1.5 teaspoon. We can now then also add the purple yam or ube that we made before. Then give it a good mix. Occasionally scrape down the sides of the bowl. This will just ensure that everything is getting incorporated. I will now then add like 3 drops of the food coloring. A little goes a long way, so don't put a lot of this, especially this brand. It's okay if you don't choose any food coloring. You can omit that. And then just mix it again. Now we can dump the flour, all of it. Just use the spatula first to mix the crinkle mixture. Okay, once the flour is a bit wet, just like this, what we're doing is trying to avoid for the flour to fly all over when we mix it. We can use the beater just to mix everything thoroughly for about 1 minute. And that's it. We're just gonna tidy up the sides of this bowl. Put this in the fridge for 4 hours if you want, or like what I did, I just put it in the freezer for 1.5 hours. It's up to you which direction you want to go. After about 1.5 hours, the crinkle dough is ready. So scoop in about a teaspoon of dough. And then put it towards your palm and roll it. And then once you rolled it, just dunk it in the powdered sugar, just like so. That ice cream scoop that I'm using, or cookie scoop, is about half a tablespoon. I've noticed that it's so small, so I switch on to a 1 tablespoon 1 tablespoon scoop. I'm rolling it into my hand just like a ball, then dunk it into the powdered sugar. By the way, at this point, start preheating the oven at 170 degrees Celsius. And then just continue doing this until you finish up with all of your crinkles dough. It is really important to work very quickly when you're doing this, because you don't want the dough to soften, or else it's gonna be a sticky mess. So after I rolled the dough, before baking it, to make sure that it will not be flat once it's done baking, I put it back in the freezer for 10 minutes. Now, bake this at a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes, or until the edges are quite hard but the center is still quite soft. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let them cool down completely before you start handling them. And this is our finished product. They're really yummy. Trust me. They're moist and chewy. And just to show you what it looks like inside, see how moist it is. You're gonna love this recipe. If you have any questions, please write it down below. Again, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe. Bye.